All right, good morning. So it is time for Sports and Coffee. We are in the 1951 Big Country Football League playoff. Let's look at this season, how the season ended. I was able to finish this last night, and I was able to compile information this morning. So Grand Bay won the Atkins Conference. These conferences. This is the North Division Atkins Conference. Grand Bay won it with 4 wins, 3 losses. Scored 129 points a game, gave up 109, had 8 points. That is for tiebreakers if there are ties in the league. Unionville went 3-4. They ended up winning their final game over Springfield, and that actually gave them the tiebreaker over Central City. And so Unionville made it to the playoffs as the 4th seed. They scored 138, tied with Coaldale for the best offense in the league. However, they gave up 136, the second worst defensive output scoring-wise in the league. However, they're in the playoffs with a chance at revenge against Coaldale. So the two number one offenses will be facing each other in the first round of the playoffs. Central City finished 3-4, scoring only 81 points, giving up 108. So they ended up with the second best defense in the league, but their offense could not muster. The Carlisle Conference, Coaldale finished 6-1 with the best offense in football, tied with Unionville 138. However, by far the best defense in the league with 86 points. 12 points would be their league value, so they're easily the number one seed. Middletown finished 4-3, scoring 112, giving up 116. Again, they are the 3rd seed. And Springfield mops up with a 1-6 record. They scored 101, so still better than Central City's offense. Their defense, though, 139, the worst in the league. Again, so our playoff is number 4 Unionville at number 1 Coaldale, and then we have number 3 Middletown and number 2 Grand Bay. The leaders for this season, Grand Bay's quarterback Grantham, the old vet, with a +3 TOR. Again, I use touchdowns to turnovers. My league leader with the highest ratio wins the quarterback trophy. +3 only. He had 1,350 yards passing. That is based on a simulated number that I create. But the touchdowns and turnovers are indeed true. He threw only 6 touchdown passes in the season and only had 3 turnovers. 2 of them came in a Week 6 game. So Grantham, despite his numbers, 6 touchdowns, 3 TDs, he ended up with the best ratio, so he ended up getting the quarterback award. There was another quarterback with 8 touchdowns, but he had only I think he might have even had a minus turnover ratio. Plum and Hess, Coaldale's Plum and Middletown's Hess running backs both had 4 touchdowns rushing. That led the league for backs. Plum had 108 yards rushing in 7 games. Hess had 759 yards rushing in 7 games, but only 4 touchdowns each. Middletown's wide receiver, Mike, had 5 receiving touchdowns. Middletown's quarterback threw 8 touchdowns on the season, but again, he had, I think, a negative. So Middletown's 4-3 record might have been bolstered if their quarterback could avoid turnovers. He caught 61 passes for 745 yards, did Mike. Leading the league in sacks, Middletown's Reese had 5 sacks in 7 games. Top linebacker, or I should say fumble recoverers, Coaldale's Farmer linebacker had 4 fumble recoveries on the season in 7 games. And interceptions, Grand Bay's Surtees picked off 4 passes in 7 games. And those are the leaders. Again, this is my 1951. I'll have to change the dates. It started in August. Actually, I think I started in March. No, August 28th. So I'm going to finish this today in 26th of May 26th. All right, so that gives you kind of an idea where we're at. Unionville at Coaldale. Unionville comes in here at 3-4. Coaldale 6-1. The last time these two teams met was the first week of the season. Coaldale in Unionville won 27-20. So Coaldale did beat them in Unionville at 615 Stadium. At Unionville's Brandeis Steel. However, today, Coaldale will be hosting this game at the 615 Memorial Stadium. This team is coached by the old vet who used to be a former owner, coach, and player. He's now just owner and coach, Georgievic. His quarterback is Bellows. He has Plum, Gregg, Porter, Brody, and Wellington are his star players. Kleinhaus, Farmer, and Fairbanks are the defensive stars. This team rates out only a CC. However, today there'll be a B against Unionville. Unionville rates out a CC. There'll be a B today against Coaldale. Again, that's based on this version of the rules. On the flip side, Unionville Tufts are coached by Tucci, my former quarterback. My Porter Bay team, my first year, Tucci was my quarterback. We won the championship. He then retired and became the head coach of Unionville. Or no, I can't remember. He became the head coach of somebody who won the title. I can't remember all my history. Anyway, Tucci ended up the coach of the Unionville Tufts. They might have actually won the trophy. I can't remember. Anyway, they have Hill at quarterback. Everett, Jackson, Swanson, McDonald, and Lord are their top offensive players. Weathers, Townsend, and Martin are their top defensive players. And what can I say? They're owned by Brandeis Steel. So they're company owned. Coaldale Miners are owned again by Georgievic. He is the owner and the GM. So he is a veteran. So if I roll, I even give my coaches and my GMs cap, meaning they can actually age and retire as well. So that's how I won't always fire guys. Some guys are going to retire naturally. So Georgievic's a veteran. He can retire anytime now. All right. So let's play. Again, from here on out, this particular league, the Big Country Football League, so this year most of it was used with Time Sports and different versions of D66 and Big Country Football, Big Country Time Sports, also as well as Parallax Football for a game. I'm going to save Parallax Football for different projects, but for this career project, continuing on with my Big Country, again, Big Country was 13 teams. It then called down to 6 teams in the last couple of years. I'm using the tight 6 from the Time Sports book. However, I will be transitioning to this fully for this league, and that means doing the cap position and the league rules for off-season, etc. So there's going to be some big changes to all these teams for the 1952 off-season. It's going to be kind of fun to see the changes because I will be creating the teams in a way over with the rules in this book. Okay. All right, so they could see some players stay the same, but some big changes to the quality of the teams. All right, here we go. Let's kick it off. Coaldale, by the nature of being home, going to get the ball first. Again, this book is, despite it's only about 20 pages long, it is complete in that we have we have 12 charts in this book, including possession-based scoring and instant results. And it can do any version of football, high school, college, Canadian, indoor football. So not a bad little book for all your football needs, especially travel or whatever, right? And again, we have even variable kickoffs, etc. All right, so Coaldale, the kickoff by Olga. Olga had a pretty good season for Unionville. He was one of the top field goal kickers. Olga kicking it off. 55, the kickoff will travel to the 5-yard line. So fielded at the 5 by Benson, who has not returned anything for a touchdown this year. He's going to rip it out to the 18-yard line before he spun around and tripped up. The crowd on their feet here, as this is the first chance that the Coaldale Miners have had to win a championship, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me look at 50. I can never remember who won it all last year. Last year, who won my championship? It might have been Central City that won the championship last year. Got all my old teams. Who won the title in 50? That's the playoff. The championship in 1950, Coaldale lost to Paradise City, and then the league broke up. Paradise City left with 7 other teams to do their own thing. My former team, I was actually the coach at Paradise City. We won the championship, and then I became the owner of Porter Bay and won the championship. So Paradise City no longer in the league. Coaldale lost. They went 5-3 in 1950 and lost to Paradise City in the championship before the league broke up. Okay. And I broke the league up because I like tight, small leagues for intimacy, getting to know the players, and finishing seasons quickly. So anyway, there it is, folks. We have a return out by Benson. And we now know that Coaldale had a chance last year and couldn't get it done. So this is a big deal for their fans. In their history, they have never won a title. All right, here we go. Coaldale goes to work. Bellows under center at quarterback. Plum and Gregg are in the backfield. We got Porter at wide receiver, Brody at tight end, and Wellington is our flanker back. And on defense, the top defensive lineman is Weathers for Unionville, Townsend at linebacker, and Martin at defensive back. Let's play ball and find out. Both teams are using the B offensive charts. It's totally automated. We just roll and find out. Intercepted. No, say it ain't so. The fans are going to absolutely lose their minds as Bellows throws an interception on the first play of the game. How far downfield? It goes 6 yards, 5-6. So he throws an interception in the flat. We're going to roll to see who picks it off. Townsend picks it off. Intercepted by linebacker Townsend. And his return, folks, this is an absolute killer. This could score a touchdown. 14 is going to be a big return down to the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9 for the Unionville Toughs, who, by the way, have never won a title either. So both these teams have a chance to win their first championship. And the fans here in Coaldale can't believe it. Bellows, who is in his peak, throws the INT to open. Townsend rumbles down the sidelines to the 9. And folks, the Unionville Toughs take the field. Quarterback Hill at his peak. Everett and Jackson are in the backfield. Swanson, their wide receiver. McDonald, the tight end. Lord is their flanker back. On the flip side, we have the league's #1 sack man in Kleinhaus. Farmer was the #1 fumble recoverer for Coaldale. So again, Coaldale led in sacks and fumble recoveries, and then their DB is Fairbanks. So you can see their front 7 clearly is a big reason why Coaldale went 6-1 this year. Oh man, Unionville gets to start. Crackling on radios all over the region. People are hearing this story told as the Unionville Toughs fans jump to their feet in living rooms and in family rooms all over on this Sunday. 63, what will they do? They're going to drop back and throw a pass, touchdown. And again, in these rules, no pass can go beyond the end zone. In this, because again, this is assuming you're going to play indoor, high school, etc. So any pass that's complete for a touchdown is a touchdown. So right out of the gate, 2 plays in, Hill with a 9-yard TD pass. And it says here, flanker, that's going to be Lord. With Lord with an E and the extra point. Folks, what a play is good. And the fans here listening, the fans in the stands, dead quiet. But I'm telling you, all over this region, fans are on their feet for Unionville. 53 is going to be a kick to the 3. And let's see if Denson can give them some daylight. 56. He's going to rumble out to the 30-yard line. That is a big deal. Now if the interception comes, they got a little more wiggle room here. All right, can Bellows right the ship, or has he just put Coaldale in a situation where they're doomed already? Bellows takes the field. He's in his peak. I've dropped a pin, and I've dropped a die for those keeping score. Snaps the ball. It's going to be 24. 24 drops back. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. Plum loss of 2. 1-2. I know who's getting the carry because it tells me right here. Whoever's in your huddle. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a drop back pass. Incomplete for Bellows. 3rd and 12. Fans are getting restless already. Drops back. It's going to be a handoff on a draw play for 11. 10-11. And folks, that makes it 4th and 1. That's not enough. Georgievic knows that the game is on the line. We've got to go for it. Georgievic, the old veteran who's been around a long time, he mortgaged his home and his business to purchase the Coaldale Miners. He then petitioned to have the name of the stadium changed to honor the miners in the tragedy. Georgievic is going for it. They lost last year, and by damn it, we're not going to lose this year because I'm conservative. Georgievic and company's going for it. The crowd roars. Bellows under center, snaps the ball. It's going to be a drop back pass, play action. He finds Brody open downfield for 9 yards, and it's a first down at the 48-yard line. The crowd roars, and Georgievic fist pumps along the sidelines as he sends a clear message to his team. We are here to win this. We are not going home empty-handed. We're going to get back to the championship. By the way, this is the playoff game. They're still trying to get to the championship. So I take that back. Unionville, this is not for the title. This is to get to the title. The Miners were actually in the championship last year. 46. It's going to be a run to the fullback, Greg, for nothing. 2nd and 10. Bellows needs to calm down. He's thrown a pick, but he has found an open target for a 4th down, first down pass. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd down. You've got to be kidding me. Bellows at quarterback definitely's got some nerves going here. They snap the ball. It's going to be a pass to the fullback. He drops back, waits, looks. Greg clears. Unfortunately, Greg can't do much with that swing pass, and it's going to come up shy. 4th and 6. Do you go again? See, here's the problem when you start going for it. Do you keep going for it? Well, maybe when you have good odds of getting the first, but on 4th and 6, Georgievic's begrudgingly going to punt the ball. That's the problem when you start going for it, folks, in football. You got to then justify why you're not always going for it. It's going to be a 40-yard punt. Going to pin them at the 8, and their return, they have to hope for a muffed punt here by Sampson, who does not have a kick return for a touchdown this year. And he's going to rumble out 6 yards to the 14-yard line. The crowd here cranky as they have seen an interception set up an early touchdown for Unionville. 3-4 Unionville has a chance to upset 6-1 Coaldale. Fantastic. Hill takes the snap and drops back, and he completes the cycle with his own interception. You've got to be kidding me. And this one goes 7 yards downfield, 5, 6, 7. Who picks it off? The crowd erupts as Fairbanks picks that off. Now, can Fairbanks take it back to the house? You got to be kidding me. The crowd roars. So both early scores may be set up by interceptions on their own side of the field. And it's going to be a 3-yard return. 1, 2, 3, down to the 18-yard line. The crowd roars. That wraps up the first quarter, folks. Unionville up 7, Coaldale nothing. However, Coaldale now has a shot to score a touchdown here on a short field. Bellows trots out on the field, snaps the ball. It's going to be a run for Greg for nothing. The fullback stymied, 2nd down. Man, Coaldale absolutely being handled by the Unionville defense. Drops back. It's going to be a pass to his tight end for 9. Not enough, folks. 3rd and 1. That is Brody's 2nd catch today. Coaldale needs this first down. It's going to be a run for the quarterback. He keeps it and punches over 1st and goal at the 8. Bellows on a quarterback sneak gets the ball over 1st down. And we're going to be looking at another incomplete pass down the sideline into the end zone. Nobody home. It's going to be another drop back pass. Incomplete. Bellows is horrible today. What is up? Holy cow, a pick, and he's completed 2 passes to tight ends, and that's it, and he's run for a first. Holy cow, 3rd and long. 3rd and goal from the 8. Can't you get it? It's going to be a touchdown pass. Bellows, the fans roar as Bellows floats this ball over the hands of a sprinting DB into Wellington's fist. 8-yard TD pass to Wellington. He caught a touchdown last week. And Wellington, do they make the extra point? They do indeed, folks. It's 7-7, both coming on points off turnovers. The crowd now in full throat as they know now they have matched Unionville, and now Coaldale should be able to do what they've done best all year, run the ball, maybe. Kickoff to the 5-yard line. It is fielded by Sampson at the 5. He tucks it and takes off for 19 out to the 24-yard line. Nice return. Unionville, again, at home, week 1. Coaldale beat them 27-20 in their house. So it was a game. And that would be the difference between Unionville being 4-3, or again, as they are now, 3-4. All right, here we go, Unionville. Can they make a long drive out of this? They need to go 76 yards. Drops back. It's going to be a pass to the split end. That is Swanson for 9. Beautiful strike for Hill. Hill's thrown a touchdown already today. Snaps the ball, incomplete, 3rd and 1. Oh, man, Unionville. Tucci stalking the sidelines, chewing on his lower lip. It's going to be a pass to the flanker for Lord for 7, 5, 6, 7, up to the 40. And Hill throws 2 strikes on this drive. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a drop back pass to the tight end, McDonald, down the middle of the field, 5, 10, 15. Absolutely brilliant work by the quarterback in his prime, Hill. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a run, pitch out, or actually power sweep Jackson. The fullback, it's 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're down to the 32 of the enemy. The crowd here loud, but Unionville on point right now. It's going to be a pass down the field, incomplete for Hill. Snaps the ball. It's going to be picked off Hill. The ball is intercepted 5 yards downfield by Fairbanks. Hill throws his 2nd interception. DB Fairbanks may be the hero of this game if he can do much with it. Intercepted. Stopping that drive. The crowd jumps to their feet. He returns it 3 yards. 1, 2, 3 up to the 29. And that kills a very nice drive for Hill and company. The crowd in full throat. Bellows comes out, waits for the crowd to silence, snaps the ball. It's going to be a pass to the split end for 5. Quick out route to Porter. Snaps the ball, drops back, looks for Porter deep, and this time incomplete, 3rd and 5. Bellows in the huddle, looks unhappy with his teammates. 33 is going to drop back, swing out to the tight end on a quick in route, 11 yards up to the 46 and a 1st down as he finds Brody, his tight end. The Coach Georgievich with a fist pump there on that 3rd down pass. It's going to be a drop back. He turns, hands it off to his running back, Plum, for 4. Plum led the league in rushing with 801 yards rushing. So not bad. Plum is the guy to beat here. 33 is going to be another pass to Plum for 3. 1, 2, 3. 3rd down and 1, 2, 3. 3rd and 3. Can they convert? It's going to be a drop back pass. Finds his flanker Wellington for 7, 5, 6, 7. Folks, they're at the 40. The crowd roaring. Again, Bellows waits for the crowd to calm. You can hear him now calling signals. Snaps. It's going to be a run for 3 to Greg. 1, 2, 3. 2nd down, the big fullback rumbling behind Plum. 53 is going to be a pass to his tight end down the middle of the field for 15, 5, 10, 15 down to the 22-yard line. 1st down, and Bellows, the crowd roars as Brody, who's had a brilliant last couple of weeks. Nice catch. It's going to be a pass to the fullback on a screen. Greg catches it, turns it upfield, gets 4 yards out to the 18. Crowd in full throat, 2nd and 6. It's going to be a handoff to Plum for 5. 3rd and 1. Georgievich now kneeling, pulling grass out of the ground as he watches Bellows execute. It's going to be a quarterback sneak, 1 yard. Bellows gets it again. You've got to be kidding me. That's crazy that on 3rd and 1 down here twice I've rolled 1 quarterback. Wow, Bellows has converted 2 3rd down runs in their territory in this quarter, and one of them led to an 8-yard touchdown pass. Can Bellows put them ahead late in the 2nd quarter? It's going to be a pass to the split end, Porter for 5. Quick out pass to the wide receiver. They're giving him a cushion over there. It's going to be a pass to the fullback for 7 and a touchdown. The crowd goes nuts as Bellows drops, waits, and floats out a little pass into the flat to the fullback, Greg. And Greg rumbles into the end zone, and the extra point is queued up and hit, and it's good. 7-yard TD pass to Greg. The fullback bellows now with 2 touchdowns in the first half. And Unionville licking their wounds. They had a chance, folks. They were up 7-0. And then Hill has thrown 2 interceptions. That's flipped this game on its head. And it's going to be a kick to the 3. Fielded at the 3 by Sampson. And Sampson takes off out to the 28-yard line before he is wrestled down. And it is Unionville's last chance to tie the game before halftime. Here we go. Unionville goes to work, and it's going to be a very nice handoff to the fullback, Jackson, for 7. Out to the 35, 2nd down. Georgievic talking to his quarterback on the sideline. Meanwhile, Hill out there with a noisy crowd trying to work. Hill, under duress, is going to find his tight end for 15, 5, 10, 15. His tight end is McDonald, and McDonald gets the job done. Unionville bench jumps to its feet. Hill drops back. He's going to go down in a heap. Ball's loose. Hill's going to fumble the ball away. Oh, wait. He may not lose it. Got to roll. Yep. Defense recovers, and we get to go to the return chart. So the defense, he fumbles the ball, and the defense scoops this up and goes 11 yards back, 10, 11. And that, now I could call a timeout here and use the new possession rule. However, they're ahead, so they're not allowed to do that. Hill will fumble the ball away. Kleinhaus with a fumble recovery. Farmer. That'll be Farmer's 5th fumble recovery this year. Farmer with a fumble recovery. And that's going to wrap it up. So it's going to be Unionville 7, Coaldale 14. What a quarter for Coaldale. Scoring a Bellows 8-yard pass to open the quarter, and midway into the second throws a 7-yard touchdown to Greg. Hill throws an interception in the second and a fumble lost on their drive. And they're going to go into the halftime break. My former championship quarterback has been their head coach the last couple of years, and he's going to give a bit of a pep talk to his crew, counseling Hill to calm down and protect the ball, and they can find a way to win. Coaldale, on the other hand, is going to have a jolly and festive Georgievic as there's this gleam in his eyes. He thinks it's foretold that they're going to make a run and win the championship. Georgievic has never had such a good team. Last year losing the championship. This year, at this rate, he believes this is the team to beat, at least in this little league. Let's hope he is not overconfident here and lets his team down without giving them the proper mellow. You need to mellow down and go out and finish this game. Unionville will get the kickoff. And Georgievic, I can just see, just kind of believes it's just a foregone conclusion, right? Especially after they come back and score 14 unanswered here. The kickoff's going to put the ball at the 3-yard line, so fielded at the 3 by Sampson. And Sampson is going to run this out 22 out to the 25. So we've had some good kick returns for Sampson today. Neither one of these guys will return anything for a touchdown this year. All right, Unionville, if they can avoid the turnovers by Hill, Hill has thrown an interception at the end of the first quarter, and he's had 2 interceptions in the second quarter, and that has to stop if Unionville has a chance. Here we go. It's going to be a run to the fullback for 8. So Jackson, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2nd and 2. That's what they need to do, pound the rock. Oh, Hill drops back. Ball's in the air. It's going to be intercepted. You've got to be kidding me. It's going to be picked off 7 yards downfield, 5, 6, 7. He was throwing for the sticks. Intercepted by Farmer. Man, what a game. Farmer's recovered a fumble and had a pick. Oh, no. That's his first interception. Farmer has had a fumble recovery, though. Farmer picks that off. Wow, folks. The Coaldale fans roar, and Georgievic winks at his coaches as he said, I told you, it's a foregone conclusion. This is the best team in football. It's going to be no return, though, so he steps out of bounds once he picks it off. First down, the crowd roars as the Coaldale Miners have a chance to score 21 unanswered. It's going to be a pass for 21 to Wellington, wide open, 10-21. And again, Georgievic spins around in a circle and gives a big thumbs up to his coaching staff as he's feeling really good about his Coaldale Miners. It's going to be a pass for 9 to the split-end Porter, 2nd and 1 to the 10-yard line. They can get a first here with 1 yard. It's going to be a pass for 9 and a touchdown. No, wait, to the 1. Brody, the big tight end, catches it, tries to wrestle into the end zone, and they drag him down. Georgievic jumps and does a skip down the sidelines as he can feel it. It's going to be 21-7 in no time. And it's going to be a handoff to Plum, touchdown. Georgievic jumps to his feet with a big 2 arms thrust into the air as Plum trots in from the 1. And oh my folks, Coaldale is doing what everybody really thought would happen. A 6-1 team now bludgeoning Unionville. Run TD. Extra point is good. And man, oh man, they've scored 21 unanswered points. Unionville can't get past Hill's turnover problems. And now you can see why none of my quarterbacks, now you can see why one quarterback with only a +3 TOR, TD ratio, I call it. You have to have all touchdowns to all turnovers. There's only one +3 in the league. You can see why Hill's turned it over 4 times. So a little less ball. Quarterback's just not as smart with the ball this year. 22. It's going to be a kickoff touchback. Wow, Unionville has got to be feeling a little bit concerned now as they don't have much time left to score, but they're only down 21-7. 2 touchdowns can bring this game back into alignment for Coach Tucci. Here we go. My former championship quarterback, 16, is going to be a run for the running back, Everett, 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Beautiful. Here we go. Unionville needs to drive, make this happen. Incomplete, 3rd and 6. Hill can't find a target. Oh, incomplete, 4th down. I thought for sure that was a turnover. They're going to have to punt. Lordy, lordy, lordy. 3 and out. Oh, blocked! Oh, no! Punt, block. This counts as their possession. Punt, blocked. Oh, my God. And we have to roll 11-41. The return team scoops this up. 43, no, they'll fall on it, downing the ball 9 yards back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be recovered by the offense, but that's where the ball's killed there. And the fans roar as who blocks that punt? It will be Farmer with a blocked punt. So Farmer comes flying over the top, blocks the punt. And the offense falls on it, killing it at the 15. Georgievic, the fans, this place is going bananas as the fans are going nuts. And look at this, Coaldale on a blocked punt goes to work. It's going to be a run for the fullback, or for halfback Plum, 4 yards. Plum again led the league in rushing, tied in touchdowns with Hess. It's going to be 35, another nice carry here, 35. It's going to be another 4-yard run. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Can they keep up the scoring? Yep, hand off to Plum for 4 more, down to the 3. 1st and goal. Plum with 3 straight 4-yard runs as he's driving behind this offense. Will they punch it in? Should be Plum. Yep, Plum. 2nd. This one, a 3-yard run, TD. Plum, unbelievable. PAT, the crowd now going bananas as the game is over pretty much, unless Unionville has an unbelievable comeback. Folks, they scored 28 unanswered points. They spotted Unionville, a 9-yard touchdown to take the lead early in the 1st quarter, and since then it's been all Coaldale. And we're starting the 4th quarter on this kick. Georgievic's all smiles as he's talking to his players, giving them hugs. They're going back to the championship game. He thinks they're going back. Goal line, they're going to down it. Actually, you know what? At the goal line, we're going to go ahead and take a shot because we could have a big return. No, it's not. I should have downed it 12 to 12. But you know, that could have been a cheap touchdown. for Unionville. So you kind of have to do it when you're down by 28, right? You got to gamble a little bit. So they gambled, and unfortunately, it hurt them. All right, here we go. It's going to be a pass to the running back for Everett for 13. Out to the 25, first down, big pass. Unionville needs to get going. It's going to be a run for 6 yards to Everett, 5-6. So they're finding Everett on this drive, maybe too little too late. It's going to be a run for the fullback, loss of 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a killer, 3rd and 7. That's really stinks. And it's going to be a pass for 15 to their tight end McDonald, 5, 10, 15, up to the 43. The crowd here, pretty quiet actually, as they're celebrating and happy. Not quite as noisy as they're enjoying this situation. They want a chance to get back to the championship. It's going to be a pitch out to the fullback. Jackson goes 13. Now they're paying attention. The crowd back on their feet roaring as they've seen now Unionville cross the 50. Big pass, 15 yards to the tight end, 5, 10, 15, right down the middle of the field on that little seam route for his tight end, McDonald. Hill looking good. And it's going to be pass for 7 to Jackson out of the backfield. The fullback catches a 7-yard swing pass. And it's going to be a long play, long run. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson. Jackson gets the handoff and goes 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, down to the 8, first and goal. Jackson breaks away. Could have scored there, folks, but he gets caught from behind. The crowd now on their feet in full throat. They realize now that this game is not over. And it's going to be a pass to the split end for 5, down to the 3. Second down as Swanson tries to catch and turn. Can't break away from Fairbanks. Can Hill get him back into the end zone? Yep, touchdown. So Hill, who had a rough middle of the game, turning it over 4 times. Hill throws a TD pass of 3 yards. 2, and it was to their split end, Swanson. And the extra point here is good. PAT. It ain't over yet, folks, but yeah, it's kind of over. 14 to 28. Onside kick. Let's take a look at our onside kick. Okay, here we go. We need to roll 11 to 15. We recovered at the 45. Does Unionville? No, it's going to be recovered at the 45. And Georgievic celebrates because that pretty much quashes any chance at a comeback. They snap the ball. It's going to be a big run, 5 yards for Plum. Man, Plum has taken over in the second half. He did lead the league in rushing, so not a surprise. It's going to be a fumble. Pow! Who fumbles this? Oh, the fullback, Greg, coughs it up. Fumble lost. The recovery is Townsend. Yep, linebacker Townsend with the fumble recovery. And by the way, folks, pop ball comes out. They get to return this. Townsend scoops it up and goes 9 yards back. 5 and 9 down to the 49. And Georgievic claps his hands together, gives a bit of a head nod, but ultimately knows that they need to score 2 touchdowns. So Unionville now can score, get an onside, and score again. So this isn't over. Here we go. It's going to be 30. Yep. It's going to be a pass. No, it's going to run. Handoff to Everett for 4. Second down. Georgievic a little nervous. Fans now loud as they realize this game, there might be time. Incomplete. Crowd roars when that ball hits incomplete. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. And it's going to be pass for Swanson for 5. 4th and 1. They'll go for it. They have to get touchdowns. It's going to be a handoff up the gut to Everett for 4 and a first. So they dive through. He stumbles over the top of tacklers, gets 4 yards. Can Hill make this interesting? Nope, picked off. Hill with yet another turnover, intercepted by Farmer. You've got to be kidding me. Now, again, obviously there would be more players if you staff the whole thing. I'm just using stars. Intercepted by Farmer. So I'm going to see guys, because again, I play short games, so I know I want the league leaders. And the return is 7 yards back. Wait, how far downfield? 6 yards downfield, 5, 6. The return is 13 yards back, 10, 11, 12, 13, up to the 45. And Georgievich now celebrates. The crowd erupts as that has been intercepted by Farmer. And this is it. Coaldale must finish the game. They cannot kneel down. They have to finish, and it's going to be a incomplete pass. Oh, man. Bellows, what are you doing, guys? It's going to be a pass to the... a run. Fullback run. Greg for 4. You got to be careful. Greg fumbled, so passing's almost as safer than giving it to Greg. Third down, and this time they're going to get it. 4-yard run for Plum. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4th and 2. They will punt. This will pretty much wrap up the game. The punt is 32 and a fair catch. 10, 20, 31, 2. You have to be down by 1 to 7 points to get your timeouts. So we have a punt. So technically, Unionville, if they were down by only 1 to 7 points, could use the extra possession rule, call timeouts, and get one more possession for a chance to tie or take the lead, etc. But they are not down by 1 possession, folks. They're down by 2. Game is over. That's end of game, as the extra possession rule is not in play here. That's in this book. Unionville got a touchdown from Hill. Greg fumbled. Hill intercepted, and a punt. Folks, there it is. 14 to 28, 7-1. A very proud Georgievich will watch his team return to the championship for the 2nd year in a row. They could not win it last year over Paradise City, but it will be in Coaldale no matter what. So it's going to be at Coaldale. We know that because they get home field advantage if they win. Unionville scores 14. Coaldale scores 28. Coaldale. Middletown and Grand Bay are next. The first game of the year, week 1, Coaldale went to Unionville and won 27-20. Here they win 28-14. So pretty darn close to what they did in week 1. Coaldale overcomes a horrible start as Bellows throws an interception. Townsend returns it to the 9. Hill throws a 9-yard pass to Lord, and that gives him a 7-point lead. Coaldale then has to punt, but thank God Fairbanks picks off Hill. Bellows then throws an 8-yard touchdown to Wellington to tie the game. Hill then throws another interception to Fairbanks. Bellows throws a 7-yard TD pass to Gregg out of the backfield. And then Hill, on a nice drive going into halftime, fumbles the ball away. Hill, picked off by Farmer to open up the third quarter. Plum punches it in from the 1. Punt blocked by Farmer. Farmer, no doubt, let's see here. Farmer had a fumble recovery, an interception, a blocked punt, and a second interception. Farmer is no doubt the MVP of this game. Blocked punt. Plum then punches it in from the 3. That put the game away. Hill throws a 3-yard TD pass to Swanson. Gives hope to Unionville. Greg coughs it up. Definitely Unionville now thinks they've got a chance, but then Hill promptly throws an interception to Farmer, wrapping the game up. And Coaldale safely punts, leaving some time left for Unionville, but nothing comes of it. Next up, it'll be Middletown at Grand Bay. These two teams were 4-3 in the regular season. Last meeting was week 1. Grand Bay beat Middletown in Grand Bay 22-21. So both these teams were 4-3, and only 1 point separated them in the regular season, as Grand Bay in week 1 at home beat Middletown 22-21. Crazy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.